What's the level of risk involved in trick-or-treating during the pandemic? Well, kids and their parents have the green light from Quebec and from the federal government as well to do so under certain conditions, of course. I'm Annie DeMelt for the McGill University Health Center's MUHC TV. Here to talk to us more about it is Dr. Christos Karatzios, who is an infectious disease specialist at the Montreal Children's Hospital. The way that the government is proposing that we go about trick-or-treating, how safe is it?
Bottom line, it's safe if it's done properly. I think we have to put a big asterisk, because we have to start off with this, is that trick-or-treating, the act of trick-or-treating, going around outside, wearing a mask, in your own bubble, collecting candy, is safe, is not high risk. Parties, Halloween parties, teenagers afterwards saying, oh, let's go and hang out at so-and-so's house and have the candy and, put on some music and whatever. That's not safe.
The whole key here is that this is all taking place outside.
Correct.
With kids, right? And that's what makes it okay.
Correct. And what even makes it even more okay is that you're doing it, you don't have to socially distance in your bubble, meaning your family, your brothers, your sisters, whoever else lives in your house can go trick-or-treating together, and you don't have to be 2 meters away. I mean, it's common sense that you're not going to go outside and hang out with 10 other kids who you don't live with. Just because it's outside doesn't mean it's safe all the time. I mean, look what happened at the White House Rose Garden, where it was outside, people were not socially distancing, and they were not wearing their masks, and they were right on top of each other. Yes, things get transmitted that way because that's what happens with viruses and infectious diseases.
Is there a danger in parents, adults who are handing out the candy thinking they don't have any symptoms, they feel great, handing out the candy, and that's how they're potentially spreading the virus?
So 2 things. If you are sick, do not hand out candy, okay? Even if you've got just the sniffles and whatever, or you're feeling a little under the weather, but I really want, because I bought so much candy, I want to leave it at the door. You just leave it at the door if you want. Turn off the lights and do not, hand out candy. That's number 1. Number 2, if you are incubating, meaning you are quarantining because you've been in contact with somebody who has COVID, do not hand out candy this year. Forget it. The rest of us who are asymptomatic or who have no illness and who have no thought that we are sick, we can do it safely. If people feel more comfortable themselves putting the candy inside a Ziploc bag and leaving it outside for kids to take, one at a time, hopefully, sure. I mean, is it necessary? If you're taking all the precautions, so I'm talking about people, so for me, I can say that I will not be, I have 2 young girls, they're not going to trick or treat yet, but we're planning on handing out candy. So we're going to be wearing, masks and stuff. A tong, we'll open up the candy bag or the box, we'll dump it into the big jack-o'-lantern, or whatever it is, a big vat of candy stuff. So we're not going to be handling the candy. And then with a tong, a long tong, with my barbecue tongs, we will be handing them out this way. We won't be allowing children inside the house, inside our vestibule. It'll be outside. Hopefully the weather cooperates this year. If families, so if parents and if kids want to take that extra step and leave the candy bag to the side for 24 hours and have candy on November 1st or November 2nd, making, that increases the chance that the virus, if there's any, on a little box of, candy will die.
Okay. Is 24 hours, more or less?
Yeah, 48 hours kind of window. So, that can also be quite safe.
Okay, yeah, you can buy your own candy perhaps and have them eat the stuff that you handled and bought, and then
the night of Halloween, and then the next night they can have the stuff that they got outside.
So the justification, at least from the Legault government, is that it's important for kids and for teens' morale to get out there this Halloween. Is that a good justification in this particular case?
Mental health and a break from all of this negativity and darkness even on a night like Halloween, where it is all dark and scary and gloomy, is something that we can escape and do it properly, you know?
We all need that very much. Thank you for this, Dr. Karatzios, and happy Halloween.